I'm going to work this last one relatively quickly. If you haven't already worked it, it would be a great idea if you pause the video and try to work it out yourself. And then restart the video when you're ready. So I'm going to assume that you did that you've paused. So it's telling us to write an inequality for the possible hours worked first. So the constraint for the number of hours is right here at most 15 hours per week. If you look at our reference list, at most means it could be less than or equal to 15. And I'm going to use X to represent the hours of math tutoring, and I'm going to use Y to represent the number of English tutoring hours, just because they were written in that order. I'm not going to include the money because the 15 does not represent money, so we're not going to include how much he makes on his hourly rate in that one. But the other limit, which is at least $270 that he wants to make. So at least means greater than or equal to. And because the 270 does involve dollars, I'm going to include the $22 and the $18 as part of that inequality. So I'm going to say 18x plus 22y. Sorry, I know I didn't give myself a ton of room there. And now that I have my two inequalities, I'm going to put them into the Desmos calculator. Once I typed them into Desmos, I could see in my first inequality that I had a y-intercept at 15 and an x-intercept at 15. So I put my endpoints there and connected them with a solid line. And then I had endpoints for my other inequality a little tiny bit above the 12, and then also at 15. And then I connected those also with a solid line. And then finally, I can see the overlap is right here in between. So that is where all my solutions are. And this time it didn't actually ask me for two specific points. So that means that I am done with the study guide.